Thank you. On January 17th, 1987, a young man came into a waiting room and called my name. And that's when I began my SIGEP journey. I knew it was going to be a big deal, one giant leap, if you will. I was part of a group of 70 men who had just started the first national fraternity at Florida International University. And I was about to get initiated. I knew this was going to be something I would want to vividly remember forever. About 35 minutes later, I was in a circle of men calling me brother, and I was smiling, and I was so excited, and I was hugging people, and I left the room, and for the life of me, I could not remember a single thing that had just happened. Except for 5 words that stuck in my head. I vow upon my honor. Later that day, when we were in a room sitting through the interpretation of our ritual, I tried to soak it all in properly. I was the nerd in the back taking notes. My good friend Lenny gave me a nudge and said, "You're really drinking the Kool-Aid." And the truth is, I was chugging the Kool-Aid. It tasted so good to me. It really resonated with me. Seeing how you all traveled all the way to Houston to be with 1,100 of your friends and brothers and guests for a weekend, I'm guessing you know a little bit about how that Kool-Aid tastes. I loved the group of men around me, and I knew we would be connected forever. A few of them are here with me. One of them said he would heckle me if I didn't mention him by name, Jimmy. Please don't heckle anybody. And like always, like everything I've been through in my life, their support has been unwavering and ever present, and I thank you to all of the FIU SIGEP alumni and undergrads that are here. While I have a moment, I wanted to thank my family for being here. I've got cousins from Texas that are here, my big brother, my blood brother, my sister-in-law, and my nephew, who's also a SIGEP, and my wife, Rebecca, who if you've met, you know she's one of the greatest supporters of this fraternity and is going to be a fantastic First Lady of SIGEP. Rebecca, if you could just stand up for a second, please. Yeah. Yes. And a total smoke show also, which is great. Like I said, I love the people in SIGEP, but I also really, really fell in love with what the fraternity stood for, what it embodied, especially the things that I had vowed to do as a member of the fraternity. I vowed not to reveal any secrets, and I'm not going to do that now. But I also vowed to uphold and live by the cardinal principles of this organization: virtue, diligence, and brotherly love. I vowed to never let anyone, not even myself, dishonor or bring shame to the organization. I vowed to be a good partner with my alma mater, especially after I graduated. I vowed to support any worthy endeavor and any worthy person that's in the organization or of the organization. I made that promise at 18 years old, and it's one I've tried to keep alive through my journey in life and through my journey as a SIGEP. In my journey, I believe SIGEP has shaped me as a person. SIGEP shaped my career path. It got me my first job. I worked for the fraternity as a regional director, and my love for the fraternity grew as I got to see SIGEP and how it impacted people just outside of my chapter, all over the country. The RD role taught me that great chapters and great SIGEP leaders can really do amazing things. And I did my best to help the chapters and the people that weren't so great get a little bit better. Through this, the SIGEP experience taught me how to be a consultant, and I believe a good one. And I still am a consultant today. That's what I do for a living. Again, during that time, great men surrounded me, diligent men, people I really looked up to. The people I worked with and worked for made a huge impact on my life. And I'm grateful that 7 of the men are here today, and to the staff that was there with me, I thank you guys for being here as well. It's great to have you here. The eighth person was going to be here, but the parole hearing didn't go so well. So he's probably on the Facebook video watching it. So SIGEP taught me what I could do, that everything I could do by myself, I could do even better with a team. As a volunteer and on national committees, I saw time and time again how our volunteers and our alumni and our staff, how important they are to mixing that Kool-Aid and making the undergraduate experience special and great. I want to thank all of you who are here, volunteers, friends, staff. All of you have devoted your time, your talent, your treasures to this fraternity. You've made this experience something very special for young men, and now more than ever, that's important. SIGEP even had an influence on my PhD. See, I studied higher education and student affairs. My dissertation was basically a cultural analysis of fraternity and sorority systems that were considered to be high-performing. It's a 600-page book. I'm not going to go into it, but there are some things that I learned that I think are relevant in how the fraternity, how we have tried to shape where the fraternity's direction is going as a board. And I'll share a couple of those things with you and where we're headed. We know that we're more likely to have a high-performing organization if we have the right formula, the right ingredients for the Kool-Aid, if I can say it that way. And really, there's 3 things that have to be done correctly and we have to focus on. We need to focus on the people, we need to focus on the experiences, and we need to focus on the environments. The board discusses this concept all the time. And those are the things that we need to focus on for us to shape SIGEP's culture and direction. Let's talk a little bit about the people. So we need the right people that believe in what we believe in, that align with our values. They're joining and supporting the fraternity for the right reasons. If we get those folks in, we know that helps make this all work. We need people who join this fraternity because they want to be a better man. We don't need people to join this fraternity because they want to find an excuse to continue being a boy. And we have to seek out those people, those kind of men, every day. Not just wait for them to come to us, not just hope that somehow, miraculously, the right people are going to be coming through IFC Rush. We have to go and recruit them. And we need to find, and this is very important, because every good culture and every good organization evolves, we need to find a way to be more inclusive, more diverse, more affordable, and more accessible. The student population and the world, it's changing. We have to evolve to continue to be relevant to a new generation of college students that are going to be at our doorsteps one day. The right people are an integral part of the culture equation. In fact, they're really the foundation of it. And my dream is that we continue to get more and more of the best people, all different kinds of men, into our organization and have them join and support SIGEP. And I believe we can continue going down that path, and we can do that together. Experiences are the second part of the equation. To be high-performing, we need the right experiences for our members. SIGEP's experiences, as many of you know and you heard about today, are second to none. The Balanced Man program, our leadership programs like Trago's Quest to Greece and the Ruck Leadership Institute and the Carlson Leadership Academies, Life After College, all of those things. They're amazing. When I go to colleges around the country, people talk to me about those things and say how great they are. But we have to continually and constantly evolve them to make sure that the average chapter member can also benefit from them too. We got to make sure that we're always staying ahead of the game and that curriculum stays relevant to people. All of those experiences are powerful, but we also know that informal experiences in chapter homes, those carry great power too. This weekend, we've talked a lot about creating opportunities where men can have meaningful, vulnerable, powerful conversations with each other. Those experiences shape culture and shape our young men, and we have to give those validity and celebrate them just as much as we do all of our formal programs. This is also why we must engage our undergraduates more and have more mentors for them. This room is filled with amazing people. All of you are either current or potential mentors. And you're needed more than ever before. Don't be surprised if I call you personally and ask you to get involved, because we need you. My dream is that SIGEP provides the best developmental experience on a college campus, and ideally even beyond college. And I know we can get there if we do this together. The last piece is the environment. Environments are maybe the finishing piece of the SIGEP culture puzzle. I'm really proud that our undergraduates have led the fraternity world with our substance-free initiatives. And it's a bold vision for us to have that every chapter, including the ones that don't have houses, have a learning community experience. That's very important. Simply put, these are virtuous and worthy endeavors that help us fulfill our vows to truly partner with our alma maters and to make sure that every parents like Ray Ann Groover and Evelyn and Jim Piazza, who drop off their sons in college, are able to pick them up on graduation day. My dream is that SIGEP is the safest place on every campus. Safe in the traditional risk management sense, of course, but also safe for our students to succeed academically, safe for them to have important conversations with each other, safe for us to be vulnerable with each other, and to really learn how to love each other, because that's needed now more than ever. I believe we can make that happen, and I believe we can do that together. I've got 2 more reasons why SIGEP's culture and future are important to me. And it's very personal, and I want you to meet them right now. Come on up, guys. You guys gonna go to college?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You guys gonna join a fraternity?
SIGEP, duh.
Thank you, boys. You can play Fortnite later. Well done. SIGEP duh is not going to be our next tagline, I promise. But Rebecca and I dream that one day, when these two are ready for college, and you ask anybody about fraternity, they immediately would respond by saying that SIGEP is the one that they should join, because SIGEP would have the right people and the right experiences and the right environment to help them succeed and be better men. My brothers, I know these dreams may seem lofty, but I also know that they are achievable, like I've said, if we focus on them together. This fraternity has accomplished so much in relatively not a whole lot of time, but we've done it because we think big, and we've done it because we like to be different. As I serve you over my next 2 years, I vow upon my honor to do everything I can to make that dream a reality. With your help and support and the ruler of the universe guiding us in this undertaking, I know we can do this together. Thank you.